Hi folks, it's WobblyCat here, and I thought I'd do a little quick video on what you can do with your ship. You do need a certain amount of credits, right? So I currently got about 73,000 credits. I will put a link in this video to my farming for Plutonium, which enables you to get 73,000 credits at level 4 very easily, right? And this is not for people, the farming bit, it's not for people who are playing this game for the first time. If you want to play the game for the first time, just play all the missions, go through all the games, you'll get tons and tons of credits. You can come back to this. If you've completed every single achievement and you're, replaying it, then yeah, follow this, right? But we're currently at Jameson at New Atlantis spaceport. Just go and ask this guy to modify your ship. Okay, so from within here, there's a number of things you can do, right? And I'm gonna see if my 73,000. Oh, look at that. Oh no, he's got 72. I was thinking, oh, he's taking 1,000 off me. I thought they only did that when they repaired it. But no, sorry, I was looking at the top one, bottom one. I've still got my 73. There's a number of things you can do, right? You can go into the upgrade process, right? E for upgrade, and you can go onto the weapons and upgrade those, the engines, the shields, grav drives, reactors. But there's a bit of limitation to that tool, right? So I don't like that tool. I'm going to go straight into the builder, and you'll learn more by using the builder, right? I'm going to tell you that the things I'm doing, that I've done this a few times, right? So I know what I'm going to do and I know what I'm going to change, right? But you'll work it out as you go along, right? But I know I'm going to get rid of this grav drive, right? So currently this grav drive has got a jump of 13, right? So if you click it and it goes red, press the delete key, it's gone, right? So that's gone, right? You've got to put grav drive back, but I'll talk through what I'm going to put back. I'm also going to get rid of this reactor. And the reason I'm getting rid of this reactor is it only puts out 14 power units. So if you look at the table on the left there, 14, right? And I want a bit more than that. Now, you're not going to be able to get much more than that. But for now, I'm getting rid of this, right? So that's gone. The other thing is these engines. When I start to put some additional stuff on here, these engines will say they're not good enough, right? So we're getting rid of those engines as well, right? And I'm going to upgrade some things. So this shield, I'm getting rid of that shield generator as well, right? So let's put a shield generator back. Now, when you want to put things back, you can either just click anywhere and press the G, which is now doing an add, and then you'll go into a list of things that you can select, right? Or if you want to just put it, if you want to put it straight onto something, press the G while you've got the port highlighted, right? So if I press G now, then select the best one I can on that list, which is there. That shield generator goes straight onto the port. You don't have to attach it, because attaching them can be challenging, which we might see in a minute, right? The other thing I want to do is put on the reactor was on the bottom, I think, and the grav drive was on the top. I'm going to do it the other way around, right? So I'm going to put the grav drive here. So you just, again, select that port, go and find the grav drives, and then the best one I can pick is that one, right? And then above that, I'm going to put the reactor back in there. So I've swapped them around the way they were. That's just because I want to put an engine on here, right? So then there's the reactors. The best one I can select is that one, okay? Now, on here, I'm going to put in fact, what I'm going to do is on this port here, I'm going to do G again, and I'm going to pick something structural, right? Because what I want to do, and I'm hoping this is all going to work, go down near the bottom, there is a structural piece. I'll find it. There it is there, right? The Nova Bracer, right? So I'll put that on there. And when you've done something, so I'm highlighting that one there, press G, it'll go back to the one you just did, right? So that's easy. So I'll put that back there, right? So now I've got these two bracers, right? I'm going to put my engines back. So again, G here, find the engines. And now I'm selecting, the one we had before was this one. Now I'm selecting that one, right? And I'm going to do the same on this side, select that one, right? What I'm also going to do is put on another engine, right, on both sides, because when I put on, whoops, when I put on the stuff I want to put on, it's going to say, one, you're not balanced, and two, you haven't got enough power, because now I'm going to put on more cargo, right? So on here, find the cargo, put some cargo there, and I can also put it there as well. Cargo, right? Now, so now at the moment we've done these upgraded engines. We've put these bracers on to allow us to put these new engines on. We've put two new cargo bays on there. The reactor that was behind there is upgraded. The grav drive has been upgraded, and the shield has been upgraded. Okay, so now that's improved, and you can look on the table up here what's happened, right? So the engine's been improved, grav drive's been improved, right? It says the shields haven't been improved, but anyway. Now you might have said, I want to do the weapons, but there's a limitation to what you can do with weapons, right? Until you start getting into bigger reactors, and then you have to start improving your skills, right? So, but with this A-type reactor, what I would advise here is go on to this port here, right? Which is a port that hasn't been used, and then do the G and you'll go into the weapons, right? So the only thing you can connect to that is a weapon, right? And then scroll through them like this, and you'll see on the table to the left some blue bars appearing, right? So this is saying if we select this, you will improve the number of lasers that are in use, right? Because then there's 3 laser guns, right? If you select this, and you do want to pick the ones that come up with the blue on the left, right? Because if you pick the other ones, it will say, no, you've got different weapons. You can only have 3, right? So this is a different type of weapon. So it will say you can't have 4 different weapon types. Okay, but this one, ballistics like cannon, right? So you could add that in. But what I'm going to do is the missile launcher, because if you look now on the left, all 3 weapons can go to 4. You can select 4 in each one, right? Because let's just do that now while I'm talking about it, right? So when we're in space, you've only got 16 power units, right? 16 power allocations, whatever you call it, right? And if you're in combat, you're going to reduce the grav drive down to 0. I think you can put the shields at 3 and the engine at 1, which adds up to 4, and then that leaves 12, which is 4 on there, 4 on there, and 4 on there, right? So that's why I wanted to put the missiles in there to bring that up to 4, because then that's kind of balanced across there. It's just one method. You can pick your own ones, right? But what we've done now, just to recap, right, we put that weapon extra missile launcher in there. We swapped out that shield generator. We removed the reactor and grav drive and put new ones in. We put these bracers in so that I could put in extra engines, right? So these bracers allowed me to put in these extra engines. We put these upgraded version of these engines in, and because of all of this engine capacity, that has allowed me to triple up on the cargo. And the true test at the moment is some things that can go wrong. That docker station has to be the highest point, right? If it's on the top like that, right? So if I'd put something up here, right? In fact, I can even demonstrate this, right? If we put, say, an engine up there, right? Yeah. And then test this, C to test, right? It'll tell you there's a docker, invalid docker, right? Because that can't be above the docker, right? But I'm hoping that's a demonstration that this is all going to be okay, right? So now, C, there you go, all systems normal, right? So that cost me 42k, and that's what you can do with it. And now we're going to have a look and see if this improvement is going to work. Okay, we're going to try it out, see if it's any good. Where is the ship? Hiding behind the rocks, probably. Oh, that's one gone. Okay, gonna try and repair the ship. Two. Oh, I've taken a lot of damage. Oh, there's a third one. Oh, great. Oh, I've got to try and stay alive. Oh, there's a third one gone. Well, he died. My ship needs to be repaired. But it was an improvement. 3 ships. So, with my ship a bit broken, you can see, maybe you can't see in here, but look, when your ship is broken, you can repair it if you had the parts. For 1,000 credits, you can ask the ship guys, but if you're not near a ship person, but you're near a store, then go in here.
Oh, please, take a look.
And you wouldn't believe where it is. What do you do when something's not well? Yeah, you fix it, give it some aid. I suppose this is as good a place as any. Ship parts. Under aid, you'll find ship parts. Buy those. Thanks very much.
Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Go into your menu, go into your ship, and now it doesn't work. Oh, go into the cargo. Wow. I do like to make it complicated, right? And put your ship pieces into the ship. See? Store. Now I do have that set up. I'll show you that. But now look, I can repair my ship. There you go. Repaired. If you don't know where that is, that setting, you go into settings, gameplay options, cargo access from anywhere, right? Obviously, normally it sets to normal, right? But if you set it to anywhere, then no matter what's in your pocket, you can put it in the ship from anywhere. So I bought those ship parts in the shop. They're sitting in my pocket. I stuck them in the ship, and then from anywhere, I was able to repair the ship. So hopefully that's a little helpful tip. So just to recap what we did, right? I know I've said this a few times, but the bracers were the bits that allowed us to move the engines further out and then put additional engines on, right? The Nova bracers. And because of these extra engines, I'm able to stick on these extra cargoes. And the only other piece that we really did, we obviously upgraded the reactor, we upgraded the grav drive, and we upgraded the shields. The only other piece we did is put on an extra missile launcher, and the reason for that is because you've only got a certain amount of power, right? And because of that limited amount of power output, because you need to start upgrading to Class B and Class Cs, and upgrade your skill points can help as well. But with those 16 units, you can have 4 on there, 4 on there, 4 on there, and that, as you saw in that combat piece, it sort of worked. That's it. Please like, subscribe, and look out for more content like this. And thanks very much for showing your interest.